Hello friends. Today we are going to visit the Doulatabad Fort, which is also known as Devagiri Fort. Doulatabad Fort, also known as Devagiri, is a historic fortified citadel located in Doulatabad near Aurangabad, Maharashtra. It is in the outskirts of Aurangabad and located at a distance of 16 kilometers northwest of Aurangabad and midway to Ellora group of caves. Lord Shiva is believed to have stayed on the hills surrounding this region. Hence the fort was originally known as Devagiri, literally, Hills of God. It has now been reduced to a village. Much of its survival depends on the tourists to the old city and the adjacent fort. Devagiri was the capital of the Yadava dynasty during the 9th century and the 14th. It was the capital of the Delhi Sultanate for a brief time during 1327 to 1334, and later a secondary capital of the Ahmednagar Sultanate between 1499 and 1636. The historical triangular fortress in the city was initially built around 1187 by the first Yadava king, 5th Vilama. In 1308, the city was annexed by Sultan Alauddin Khalji of the Delhi Sultanate, which ruled over most of the Indian subcontinent. In 1327, Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq of the Delhi Sultanate renamed the city Doulatabad and shifted his imperial capital to the city from Delhi, ordering a mass migration of Delhi's population to Doulatabad. However, Muhammad bin Tughlaq reversed his decision in 1334 and the capital of the Delhi Sultanate was shifted back to Delhi. In 1499, Doulatabad became a part of the Ahmednagar Sultanate as their secondary capital. The outer wall of the fort is 4.43 kilometers in circumference and once enclosed the ancient city of Devagiri. The site had been occupied since at least 100 BCE. The next important event in the Doulatabad Fort timeline was the construction of the Chand Minar by the Bahmani ruler Hassan Gangu Bahmani, also known as Alauddin Bahman Shah. Hassan Gangu built the Chand Minar as a replica of the Qutb Minar of Delhi. The Chand Minar is a tower with 210 feet height and 70 feet in circumference at the base, and was originally covered with beautiful Persian glazed tiles. It was erected in 1445 by Alauddin Bahmani to commemorate his capture of the fort. Currently, the Minar is out of bounds for the tourists because of a suicide case. As we move further into the fort, we can see the Chini Mahal, a VIP prison built by Aurangzeb. The Chini Mahal, literally, China Palace, is the ruin of a building once of great beauty. Abul Hasan Tana Shah, the last of the Qutb Shahi kings of Golconda, was imprisoned in this mahal by Aurangzeb in 1687. The antecedents of Abul Hasan Tana Shah, the last Qutub Shahi king are shrouded in mystery. Most of the present-day fortification was constructed under the Bahmanis and the Nizam Shahs of Ahmednagar. The Mughal governor of the Deccan under Shah Jahan captured the fortress in 1632 and imprisoned the Nizam Shahi Prince Husain Shah.
మరిన్ని ఆడియో బుక్స్ కొరకు ఛానల్ను సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయడం, బెల్ ఐకాన్ ప్రెస్ చేయడం, లైక్, కామెంట్, షేర్ చేయడం మరొకండి. ఆడియో బుక్స్ను PDF రూపంలో పొందడానికి margaya.wordpress.com ను విజిట్ చేయండి.